Well, it's important that we share this kind of information with people because we've done the research, we have the facts, so we need to spread the word. So, in today's conversation, what I want to do, I want to share with you very quickly a massive business loan from LoanMe. The maximum loan amount is $100,000. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love this information. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as terrific as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about a humongous business loan from LoanMe. Maximum loan amount $100,000, no credit check. Before I get into the actual nitty-gritty, please understand that this video is specifically instructional, informative, and educational. We have no association, no relationship, and no affiliation to LoanMe. They're not paying us to do this video. We're just doing this video to spread the word about a great product that they have. What are the loan facts here? So we are talking about a business term loan. Minimum amount $3,500. Maximum amount $100,000. The APR will oscillate between 8.99% and 18.99%. There are no fees. And the term here, 6 months to 60 months. So you have 6 months to 5 years. This is pretty cool. We love this sort of window here. And the time to funding is 1 to 3 days. We've seen in some cases they have actually funded people within the same day, within 12 hours, within 18 hours. And this is fantastic. There are no extra conditions, all right? And the thing you have to understand is that you can get same day funding if you get all the paperwork ready. If you have a strong business application, you should be fine. And I will explain to you how to strengthen your business application here, all right? And according to LoanMe, they say even on their website, they can fund your business in as fast as 2 to 4 hours, okay? There is no prepayment penalty, so you can get the funds you need and pay off your balance at any time without penalty. There is no collateral needed. So if you are a for-profit company with at least 90 days in business, they can help you. So the minimum operational history here is not a year or 10 years, it's only 3 months. If you've been in business for 3 months, fantastic, you can qualify. Think about it, this is pretty cool. That means that even if you are a business startup, as long as you can show that you have some kind of cash coming in or you have some solid projected data that shows that there is potential in your business, fantastic. And if you have more information about the loan, you can contact their customer service at 855-796-9394. One thing we have done and we have seen is that it's always better when it comes to a business loan to contact the lender directly before even starting anything, unless the lender is a lender network. In other words, they're not a direct lender. But in this case, LoanMe is a direct lender, okay? So let me give you a little synopsis about the lender. Before I get into the synopsis, please remember, I'm speaking to you about a massive business loan from LoanMe. Maximum loan amount, $100,000 and minimum $3,500, okay? You have bad credit, you have no credit, you have low credit, all kinds of credit profiles are welcome, no problem. So we have actually analyzed this lender at length. We have looked at the pros and cons, and after looking at several criteria, including the loan variety, the loan amount, generosity, how high they can go in terms of approving you, the cost, the reputation, the customer service, we assigned the company a score of 9.5 over 10. As a matter of fact, our judgment was corroborated by other judgments on the internet right there. If you go, for instance, to a site called Trustpilot, you would see that LoanMe received 1,627 reviews as of the date of this show, and the aggregate score was 4.6 over 5. Pretty high, pretty excellent. What are the pros and cons here? With LoanMe, you have a large range of loan amounts. You have the option to pre-qualify without affecting your credit score, so this is pretty good, and you can receive your funds quickly. As I said earlier, there are instances where they actually have approved people within 2 to 4 hours. That's just fantastic. What about the drawbacks here? Loans are not available in all states, So LoanMe has a problem of nationwide coverage. They're still working on it though, but it's been a while now. So we would want to see them actually cover the whole United States. That'll be fantastic. They're not sometimes transparent about the loan rates, and in some cases, even though you don't pay a prepayment fee, you might actually face an origination fee depending on the setup that you have. One thing I want to say here is that LoanMe actually they offer installment loans through CC Connect, and this entity is part of a Capital Community Bank. Okay, while the bank and the organization is based in California, they are an online business lender and personal lender. They actually, it doesn't matter where you are, they will cover you, no problem. Okay, they'll cover you, not a problem here. And their loans can be used for personal purposes also, not a problem there. I want to talk to you now about the eligibility criteria, folks. We are talking about eligibility here. And again, the loan we're talking about a king size large business loan from LoanMe. Okay, maximum amount $100,000 and minimum amount $3,500. Let's look at the eligibility. So they want you to be at least 21 years of age. You got to have a business checking account. This is important. You got to have online banking. They want to have your company name. In other words, you have to operate as a company, as a legit business. They want to have a voided check from you. Yes, LoanMe still works with checks. This is important. You need to have an authorization to obtain credit. All those documents I'm speaking to you about, they will send to you. They will send it to you. They will send those documents to you. And after you have a conversation with the rep, he or she will walk you through the whole process. Very simple, very easy. They want to have a driver's license or a valid ID, government issued ID. And they want to have your business EIN. Remember, folks, when we speak about business EIN, we're speaking about your business employer identification number, right? You can get that through the IRS. It's very simple, but it's not just the number. It's not just the 9-digit number that will make you qualify for a loan with LoanMe. The whole idea of an EIN only business loan is what makes up the EIN. It's not just a number. It's your financials. It's how you operate your business. It's the solidity of your business plan, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, and in addition to that, they might want to have a loan. They might want to see any commercial leases you have, any business licenses and permits that you have. They might want to see your personal and business tax returns. So make sure you have your 1040s and 1120s and 1065s, if applicable. They might want to see your payroll records, right? Because they want to make sure you're running your business in a compliant way, that you're paying payroll taxes, you're paying employer taxes. For them, this is important. This is a regulatory risk for LoanMe, so they want to double check that. And they might want to take a look at your current financial obligations. Let's talk about the use of loan proceeds. So, folks, I'm talking to you about making sure you apply for a major loan from LoanMe, up to $100,000. It's about time you graduated from those tiny loan amounts you have been getting the last few years. You want to really start getting larger loan amounts to fund your business, to expand your business, to get the cash you need to hire people, to buy inventory, to buy equipment, all that kind of stuff. So use of loan proceeds. With LoanMe, you have a lot of you can borrow to take care of a couple of things. You can have a bridge loan. You can use the money for payroll. So if you're having a short-term liquidity gap in your payroll, in your revenue work stream, you can actually use the money to pay for, to take care of payroll, invoices. In other words, you can pay suppliers. You can use the money for investment. Here, we're not talking about just speculating on I'm not saying you have to borrow from LoanMe to speculate on the financial markets, on the stock markets. No, the investment is in the business. For example, you need to acquire a new location. You need to buy commercial real estate, or you need to renovate existing real estate. Anything that has a long-term, I would say a long-term nature for your business is considered an investment. a fixed asset, right? So you can also borrow from LoanMe to buy equipment. They're okay with that. You can buy inventory with that. You can get the money from LoanMe to take care of startup cost. If you remember earlier, I was talking to you about what? I was talking to you about the fact that even if you have been in business for 3 months, they are okay with that. So if you have been in business for 3 months, chances are you're a startup. And so you might be needing some cash, and LoanMe can give you that cash. They can loan you that cash. You can also use the money for expansion. If you are an established business and you want to, maybe you want to expand your market share, you want to grow either vertically or horizontally, you can actually get some cash from LoanMe for that. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I'm still having a conversation with you today about a large business loan from LoanMe, up to $100,000. The minimum amount is $3,500. Maximum amount $100,000. You might not qualify for the full amount. You might qualify for 75K or 50K. But the bottom line here is that if you play your cards the right way, if you follow our instructions, you should be able to get the loan that you need. What is the evidence needed? LoanMe wants to have a series of evidence. They want to have a series of evidential papers from you. For example, first of all, as I said, don't do this. Don't apply online. You want to contact customer service first. Once you have that, they will send you a loan application form. On the loan application form, you can either do it online or on paper rather, and make sure that you are truthful in terms of why you are applying for the loan, how you will use the loan proceeds, what assets need to be purchased, and who are your suppliers, among other types of information. What other business obligations, aka business debts, do you have? Who are your current creditors? Okay, be truthful on that. They want you to provide some information about the members of your management team or the founding team. Okay, the resumes of key people within the company, key personnel. This is important. They want to have also an idea of your business plan. Where do you see your company in say the next 3 to 6 months? Where do you see your company in the next 12 months, the next 2 years? All that kind of forward-looking statements, all that kind of forward-looking information should be in a business plan. And make sure you take a lot of effort. If you have no knack for writing a business plan, you can outsource the task. You can hire a local consultant. You can hire a company such as Wise Business Plans. You can buy software. It's very cheap. If you have Enloop or Life Plan or Base Plan, you might be paying. You could probably pay $20 just to write a business plan. But make sure the bottom line here is that you have something sophisticated, nothing cheap here, okay? And also, they want to see your financial statements. They want to see your income tax returns. This is important. Now let's talk about how to apply. How to apply for the massive business loan from LoanMe. Again, we're talking about a very high amount here, $100,000. So this is important to have a proven method to apply. So when it comes to applying, as I said, you can actually apply. There are several ways you can apply. You can apply via email. You can apply via fax, via a web form on the company's website, through the phone. You can mail in your application package. If you are in an area where LoanMe offices are around, you can actually go and talk to one of their representatives. And basically what they want, as I'm showing you on the screen here, LoanMe has, I would say 90% of the application process happens offline. What they want to do is they want to just have an idea of what you're looking for, and then they will talk to you. They want to talk to you. They want to engage with you. For them, this is quintessential. So you can see on the first screen here, they will ask you for on the first screenshot rather, they will ask you for your income. So they're your first name, last name, your date of birth, your whatever your information, and your monthly income from employment. They just want to have an idea, okay? And the second thing is that they want to have an idea of your address. They just want to know where you live and all that kind of good stuff. So you put your address. Again, folks, everything we have put in this on the screen right now, it's fictitious, okay? It's numbers and people that we made up. Obviously, the address is for real, but everything else is just false, okay? This is just for illustrative purposes. And once you do that, once you send the info, they will basically see how they will show you how much you qualify for. In this case, you would say that they gave us an adverse decision. In other words, they say, we're sorry, we're not able to match you with the product. That's simply because we have provided wrong information. But if you provide the right information, they will get back to you. They will give you the loan options that you have. You might qualify again for $75K or $80K, not for the $100,000 K, but it's about $100,000. But that's just fantastic, okay? And if you have a problem like we have here, but our problem, our quote unquote problem, is intentional, just make sure that you call them. You can request a call back. You know, right? If there is a problem with the application, you can call them at 844-622 or 1305, okay? Or you can just request a call back. That's fine. I want to give you a few pro tips before we close today's conversation. And again, those pro tips are very important because we are talking about a humongous business loan from LoanMe, up to $100,000, minimum amount $3,500. Make sure that before you even contact them, before you even start talking to them, you want to keep your documents in order. By documents, I'm speaking about 3 types of documents, and this trifecta is important. The first element is your financial documents. Everything from your bank statements to your balance sheet to your income statement to your cash flow statements. All of that kind of information is important, right? So you also have your business tax returns and your personal tax returns. This constitutes the constellation of financial documents you need to gather. Number 1. Number 2, you need to think about your operational documents. Okay, everything from your business licenses and permits, any contracts you have with third parties. This is important to have copies of those because LoanMe might want to see that to make sure you are a legit company. And also, if you have some kind of, I would say some kind of SLA, so service level agreements with suppliers or with other service providers, any contracts that you have within the company, just keep it handy because you never know, they might want to see it. And the third category of elements is the legal part. So everything about your articles of incorporation, your articles of organization if you are an LLC, anything that relates to the foundational legal aspects of the company, you want to keep those also in a good location. And you need to also demonstrate to LoanMe that you have sufficient cash flow, that you have enough money that will come in the business for the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, or 24 months, or even longer, to be able to afford the loan, right? Because you have to repay the loan. So they want to make sure that you have enough cash, or you will have enough cash to repay the loan. So as long as you're able to prove that, you're able to do, if you're doing a good job, if you can do a good job at convincing them that you have the cash or you will have the cash to repay the loan, you are good to go. Thank you so much, folks, for your attention in today's conversation. I was speaking to you about a massive business loan from LoanMe, up to $100,000. I spoke to you, I gave you a few facts about the loan. I spoke to you about the lender, the eligibility criteria, the use of loan proceeds, the evidence needed, how to apply, and I gave you a few pro tips. Thank you so much for your attention again. I will speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.